Welcome to the Weekly Takeaway with me, Rachel Reiter, your brand stylist and mentor. Branding tips, business truth bombs, and design advice for heart-aligned female entrepreneurs. So if that's you, let's get into it. Hello and welcome back. Welcome to the Weekly Takeaway, the first episode of 2021. I'm so excited. Today I'm going to be busting 3 myths about standing out online. So after last year's series of events, more businesses are online now than ever before. So, if you were already in the online space, you've got all these new businesses coming in, and if you are new to the online space, then you're treading new ground, and you're probably trying to find your feet in what is a very busy place. So the first thing I want to chat about, so this is the first myth. I have to be extroverted. No, you don't. Anyone that knows me knows that I love nothing more than curling up on the couch with a book and a cup of tea. And for me, my introverted personality is actually one of the standout features of my brand. You don't have to be out there in a pink bikini. You don't have to be, showing yourself socializing on the weekend with a cocktail. You don't have to swear. You don't have to play gangster rap. You don't have to, if that's you, that's fine. And if that suits your brand personality, that's fine. But you do not have to be. And the key thing to remember here is authenticity, is that in this day and age, people aren't buying necessarily a product or a service. They're not even buying the benefits of that product or service anymore. That is part of it, but they're actually buying into your brand. They're buying into what you represent, and they're buying into your values. They're actually buying a sense of belonging by buying into your offer and your community. And that's a huge part of bringing your brand online as well, is being able to do that. So to do that in an authentic way that aligns with those brand values is going to help you to grow your brand faster than if you are trying to be something that you are not. So myth number 2. Your visual branding. My visual branding has to be big and bold to stand out amongst all of the other competitors. No, it doesn't. It doesn't have to be big and bold and bright and colourful to stand out. Just imagine if all brands were big and bright and bold and colourful. Nobody would stand out. It's just like fashion trends, You can't express yourself and your personality if all you're doing is copying what other people are doing and, standing out for the wrong reasons. So you don't have to follow trends. You don't have to be big and bold and, bright and colourful necessarily. Again, if that aligns with your values and your brand personality, then that is the right path for you. However, it's always best to be authentic and create your visual brand based on how you want your brand to be perceived, and whether, if big and bold ain't it, lady, don't do big and bold. So the third one is, my market is too saturated. I can't stand out. Okay, so think about Coke and Pepsi. They're pretty much the same thing, and yet they have each built their brand around their tribe and what they stand for. And, you're either diehard Pepsi or you're diehard Coke, but that didn't stop them, that doesn't stop them from still putting their product out into the market. I think that, it's fairly safe to say that, it is very minimal chance that any idea or product or service is 100% unique these days. Every single market is saturated now. So what you need to do is to stand out to the right people, is to discover who those people are initially, and then create your brand in a way that is appealing to those particular specific people, and block out everybody else. If you're marketing to everyone, you are marketing to no one. And by aligning your brand with those perfect people, you are going to establish your reputation much faster than if you're trying to be something you're not, in those other examples that I just mentioned before. So here's the key. So leaning close is the key. You do have to stand out. I'm not trying to tell you that you don't have to stand out, because you do have to stand out. But you have to stand out to the right people, and that is the key. So you have to stand out to the people who are your ideal customers. So there you go. 3 myths busted about standing out online. Now, if you are new to business, or you're new to this whole branding game, and you don't really know who your ideal customer is, you're not confident that you're standing out in the right way, you're not sure how to speak directly to those perfect people for your product or service, or you don't even know how to articulate that, come and join me on the wait list for my signature branding course, Brand Alchemy. It's opening next Monday. It goes for 5 weeks, and it helps you to become the master of your brand so that you can feel confident in how you are presenting your brand and communicating your brand message. And I would absolutely love to see you there. So head on over to brandalchemy.net, and I can't wait to see you next week.